A cosmological argument is a method of argumentation that uses observations about our universe to infer the existence of a first cause responsible for creating the universe, which theists claim is God. Various cosmological arguments exist, the most popular being the Kalam cosmological argument. I've argued against the Kalam in 2 previous videos, pointing out its numerous flaws and showing how a timeless, spaceless being would be incapable of thinking or acting to create a universe. In this video, I will use the same method of argumentation used in the Kalam to construct an even stronger proof that God could not have created our universe. I call this argument the Godless Cosmological argument. First, a general recap of the Kalam cosmological argument. Everything that begins to exist has a cause of its existence. Many theists consider this intuitively obvious, based on the law of causality. The universe began to exist, based on evidence that time, space, and matter came into existence 13.8 billion years ago. Therefore, the universe has a cause for its existence. This logically follows, assuming premises 1 and 2 are correct. Since no scientific explanation can account for the cause of the universe, it must be due to a personal agent, known as God, that chose to create the universe. Furthermore, God must be immaterial, timeless, spaceless, changeless, uncaused, beginningless, eternal, enormously intelligent, and enormously powerful, based on the assumption that this personal agent existed before time, space, and matter came into existence, and that creating a universe must require great power and intelligence. My godless cosmological argument goes like this. Complexity always originates from a simpler, earlier state. I call this the law of complex origins. As with causality, there are no known exceptions to this law. An intelligent mind is a complex system, arguably the most complex system known to science. God has an intelligent, possibly even omniscient, mind. This is a basic premise of virtually all theologies, especially those that use cosmological arguments to prove the existence of God. Therefore, God must have evolved from a simpler, earlier state. Although many theists claim that God is constructed from a single, simple substance, an intelligent mind is enormously more complex than no mind at all, and an omniscient mind would arguably be the most complex system possible. Since God existed in a simpler, earlier state, he cannot be changeless, eternal, and timeless by definition. Furthermore, it means that he couldn't have existed before time came into existence, which means he had to have a beginning, and thus he cannot be the first cause. And if time began with the formation of our universe, as evidence suggests, God could not have created our universe. So there you have it, proof that God was not the creator of our universe. Of course, the godless cosmological argument is completely specious because it extends the law of complex origins to before the birth of our universe, the one place that lacks the time, space, and energy where we observe the law of complex origins occurring. But then the same is true for the law of causality. We also observe it only occurring within the context of time, space, and energy, which means that claiming causality applies before the birth of our universe is also specious. So this leaves theists with a conundrum. If they're going to claim that the law of causality applies beyond the limits of our universe, then they must accept that the equally intuitively obvious law of complex origins also applies, and thus God logically cannot be the creator of our universe. But if they claim that neither the law of causality nor the law of complex origins applies beyond the limits of our universe, then that invalidates the first premise of the Kalam cosmological argument, thus invalidating the whole argument. So, either God did not create our universe, or the most commonly used argument that God created our universe is invalid. Either way, the Kalam cosmological argument fails.